Former cast member of Saturday Night Live. It's one of the most prestigious credits a comedic actor can have on his resume. During his 8 years on the show, he was the often invisible but always indispensable man.
I am a comedy Buddha, the laughing Buddha.
Phil's career is on a upward trajectory still after he's left SNL. Meanwhile, Brynn's career, his wife, is going fucking nowhere. She goes on audition after audition. She even got plastic surgery to look younger to start getting better roles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see it on her face. She was getting a lot of plastic surgery. That's true. So she's getting kind of like perturbed that Phil's still doing well and her career is going nowhere. So she hasn't been able to kind of latch on the back of his kind of train and like do well, which was her theory getting into this marriage, that she was going to start landing roles because he's such a prolific actor and stuff.
And I told that story where during the opening credits of SNL, when they announced Phil Hartman, he's facing a blonde at a table.
Yeah.
And then he smiles at the camera. You can see her earring moving. Because it was Brynn sitting there, and you see the back of her head, and her earring is moving because she kept wanting to show her face on camera, and the director kept saying, no, turn around.
Yeah.
Like, we just want Phil.
Yeah.
And they finally managed to capture a shot where she didn't ruin it.
That must have been a nightmare
by turning around.
for the PA or whoever was working on that.
And think about when it premiered. She's watching it on TV, seeing that she's completely cut out of the opening.
Yeah.
That's her only appearance on SNL, that earring moving.
Oh, she probably tried to get on so many other times, though.
You are correct, sir. Yes!
Brynn, we loved you in the SNL opening. That earring thing was killer.
Yeah.
I liked your choice.
And I looked up her IMDb. Her only 2 movie credits are North. She played a waitress.
1 Coca-Cola, right here. And 1 Sex on the Beach.
And then Third Rock from the Sun.
Mary!
Let's go, gentlemen.
Imagine coming out here and for 20 years and that's all you have to show for it, and dating Rob Reiner and doing a bunch of blood. It's sad.
With Andy Dick.
Well, we'll get to Andy Dick.
Suck your cock.
I'll suck your... Yay, Brynn, let me suck your cock. Like, wait, what?
Andy, I'm a woman.
He just responds at noises at some point.
Yeah.
So anyway, after they get back to LA, after being in New York for 8 years, she decides to go into rehab again. Okay. So at Phil's persistence, she goes back into rehab because she's really acting up and acting crazy. And after that, she starts showing some signs of improvement. Didn't last long. She sees a psychiatrist who was prescribing her a newer drug called Zoloft for her depression. So she's doing a little bit better.
Up and down.
It's a shaky better, but it's better. And then towards the end of 97, she suffered a little bit of a relapse with drugs and the alcohol.
So she was clean for a moment.
She was clean for a moment, but the problem is now she's back on the coke and the booze, but now the Zoloft is involved too. Some claim Andy Dick was the reason for the relapse.
Merry Christmas.
They were at a news radio Christmas party, and some say he gave her like a big bag of Coke there.
Oh, boy.
Hey, try this.
And to remind people, he was a co-star of Phil's on News Radio.
He was, yeah.
And a young Joe Rogan.
And a young Joe Rogan. But anyway, Andy Dick disputes this, him relapsing her story. Of course, he's a liar.
And then that supposedly sent her off,
I guess,
on another
So she must go to
bender.
all these parties and just try to like network, and it just never goes anywhere. Because I think you probably know within 3 minutes of meeting this person, she's crazy.
Probably gave off really bad vibes to everyone but Phil Hartman.
I guess. I think he thought he could just, he could manage her.
Yeah. Unless you're banging her, she's a nightmare.
This is actually, I have a little clip here of Joe Rogan. I know he's very controversial, guys. Fuck off. But, but this is him talking about Brynn and how her and Phil kind of like what his observation was of their relationship.
They say you shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but when they kill your friend and then kill themselves, I think you're allowed to talk shit.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
There's no reverence in death for the bad
They had
ones.
a very combative relationship, and she used to talk shit about him in front of us.
Really?
Yeah, right in front of him and us. It was just like she would say he's old, and she would, like one time she's talking about her car. Phil was talking about a car. Like, Phil was a car aficionado, loved cars. So we were talking about a car. I forget what it was. And then she goes, I love pickup trucks. I want to get a pickup truck. All my boyfriends back home had pickup trucks. And you're just picturing her getting stuffed in the back of his pickup truck by some fucking farmer boy. Some dude with thick wrists, big old catcher's mitt hands, just laying his fat dick.
Doesn't even take his pants off.
But saying that, like, I don't know.
It's terrible.
It's just weird. It was
And
weird.
was it constantly like that? She was always belittling him, always tearing him down.
They would have these horrible fights, man.
I never understand that. It's like you're together. Like, it's for the good. Like, his success is your success.
Yeah,
and yet
right.
they'll still tear them down.
Well, people don't think logically.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but that's not a logical thought.
It's not how Brynn saw it.
No.
I can't imagine someone just kind of not in your corner like that. That's in your corner.
Far from it.
So, yeah, that is the nature of their relationship and her. Rest in peace, Phil.
We begin with a murder investigation that has stunned the entertainment world. Phil Hartman, who gained fame on Saturday Night Live, was found shot dead in his home, apparently killed by his wife, who then committed suicide.